Our Across the Aisle segment tonight. According to a new report, Republican congressional investigators are prepared for the release of a smoking gun to show conclusively that the Obama administration spied on the Trump transition team, possibly on President-elect Trump himself. The intelligence would indicate that the Obama administration was using the cover of legitimate surveillance on foreign targets to spy on Trump. It's a shocking allegation. Take a look.
The counsel for Paul Manafort contacted the committee yesterday to offer the committee the opportunity to interview his client. We thank Mr. Manafort for volunteering. The committee will ask Director Comey and Admiral Rogers to appear in closed session and will postpone the previously scheduled March 28th hearing in order to make time available for Director Comey and Admiral Rogers. The committee seeks additional information from Monday's hearing that can only be addressed in closed session.
With me now, Democratic strategist Joel Payne. Joel, good to see you.
Hey, happy Friday, Liz.
Happy Friday. It has been quite the day in politics today. I mean, anybody who likes to follow it, we have just minute after minute, breaking news update after breaking news update. Joel, I want to cover the politics of the thing, of this whole Russia investigation, these allegations that the Obama administration perhaps spied on the Trump transition team. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Honestly, it sounds ridiculous, but Congressman Nunes, you heard him in that clip. We heard him in his full press conference this morning. He said he's concerned about these intelligence reports that he read. What do you make of it? Are you concerned?
I'd be concerned if I was President Trump. I mean, either way you shake it here for the president and for his team, even for his campaign team before they were in the White House, this is problematic. If the national security team, when President Obama was president, went ahead and did this, it shows that there was probable cause for them to do this. It means that they intercepted an international call and they had some reason to do this. There's, as you know, a very complicated process to do this type of work.
Right.
If not, the president has pretty much spent the last month insulting and denigrating President Obama and denigrating the office of the presidency. So either way, I think President Trump comes out a loser here.
Right. Well, I don't fully agree with that because I think you might be missing the point just a little bit here. It's not the surveillance itself that is inappropriate. That we couldn't possibly know. You or I, we don't have that security clearance. Nobody outside of Congress, the House Intelligence Committee, does. The problem here is the names that were unmasked. I mean, you and I know that our right to privacy, our right not to be surveilled by the government is a pretty critical right here. And when there's legitimate surveillance against a foreign target that incidentally includes the name of a U.S. person, that person's name is blacked out, it's masked, there are only a very select few people who have access to a masked name. But arguably, a lot of these names were unmasked and disseminated in the intelligence community. Does that not concern you?
Look, I'm always concerned when there's a breach of security, and I know that President Obama's team, I think, put together a fantastic national security team that had the same concerns. But again, I think what this story is about, and I think President Trump has tried to do a good job of distracting from what the main issue is here, it's what is going on with President Trump and Russia. I was a part of the Hillary campaign, so obviously you know all the backstory there, but why was President Trump so involved with Russia? Why were all of his people that he initially claimed weren't involved, why is it turning out now that they were involved? That's the real story.
I mean, are you talking about Paul Manafort?
I get your point.
Paul Manafort's the only one, and I agree. He seems like a super shady character. No disagreement there, just because of our political differences.
And he was the campaign chair.
Right, he was the co-campaign chair for several months. But I mean, my point when I heard that, I was like, well, shouldn't we be congratulating President Trump because when he found out about these shady ties, he kicked the guy out?
Well, but then there's also Carter Page. There's Michael Flynn, who he made national security advisor.
I want to focus just for a second on Manafort, because Manafort offered to testify before the House Intelligence Committee. He voluntarily did it. I mean, I honestly hope that it is a closed hearing, because I hope they talk about classified things and get to the bottom of this. But I mean, I'm not sure President Trump is the one responsible if when he found out about the shady ties, about Manafort's shady ties, he kicked him out.
But you know what I found in working in public service? Even if you are not directly responsible, meaning even if you did not do the action, you create an environment, you create an atmosphere where these types of things happen. So the fact that President Trump created an atmosphere where it was the Wild West, where people felt like it was okay to be having these shady dealings with Russians, that's problematic. That reflects the type of president that he was going to be. And I think, frankly, if you look at the first 70 or so days, that's kind of the type of president that he's already shown himself to be.
Right. I mean, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not
buttoned up.
exactly sure what you're talking about when it comes to the environment, because J.D. Gordon meeting with the Russian ambassador at the Republican National Convention, that was part of a state-sponsored program. The Russian ambassador met with the same people at the Democratic National Convention. The environment that I see, sitting here from the outside, as we both are outside the Trump campaign, it seems to me that when President Trump found out about shady ties to Russia, he kicked out Manafort. When he found out that General Flynn had lied or misled Vice President Pence, he kicked out General Flynn. I mean, that's the kind of environment I want in a politician. Not a politician who covers up wrongdoing, but a politician who's not afraid to kick people out when they do something wrong.
Minor point, if we take the president at his word, he actually didn't ask Flynn for his resignation because he was talking to Russia. He asked for the resignation because he lied to the vice president.
Right. But and that of course was before the time that we knew that Flynn had accepted the money from Russia. That's all the part that we knew there. But again, back to the environment. I mean, I don't see that it was fostering anything.
Yeah, I mean, and we can agree to disagree on this one. I want a president that is going to create an environment where he says, look, this is not the type of campaign that I want to run. This is not the type of administration I want. There's one president at a time. We should not be having dealings with the Russian government, and we certainly should not be aiding and abetting the Russian government in trying to intervene in our election.
Right,
That's the type of leadership I think you would expect from President Trump.
That is the type of leadership I expect from President Trump. And unless I'm missing something, Joel, that's what we've seen so far. He said that Russia shouldn't be meddling. He let go. He fired the people who were involved with Russia in a way that they shouldn't be. And he's moving forward. There's been an 8-month investigation. It's ongoing. We haven't been told what the results are. But, I mean, that's all I ask for is an investigation, follow the facts, find the truth, and Trump should be letting go of the people that are involved with Russia. And he has. Joel, they're telling me in my ear that I got to go. But this was a great conversation. Thanks for being here.